Washington. The debut edition of it, first ever, March next year on Fox. Well, let's get to some more highlights here. Week 16, almost in the books. Buffalo trying to get a win and some help to get into the playoffs.
That guy, yeah, well, if you've got that guy quarterback, then you got a really good chance. And also, if you have this guy, James Cook, a good job by James Cook, finding the hole, going to the left to the outside, then back to the right, and he has all the speed. That's a 44-yard touchdown. Excellent job by his offensive line. We're tied at 7-all, and then single back set. He was supposed to go off left tackle, but the great backs had vision like we don't understand. Breaks it back to a big hole on the right for a 3-yard score. Buffalo 23, Cleveland 20.
All right, Buffalo's now won 4 straight, so have the Vikings. Kansas City, without Patrick Mahomes, loses big in Tennessee. The Bengals roll past the Dolphins, and New Orleans gets their 5th win of the season easily over the Jets. And here's a look at the up-to-the-minute playoff picture. Not much has changed there in the AFC. In the NFC is where things shifted a little bit this week, thanks to that Thursday night win. The Seahawks right now are the #1 seed. The Bears, thanks to last night's win, lead the North and are the #2 seed. And the Panthers, by leading the South, are currently the 4th seed. All right, guys, you take a look at this right now, and you see, Gronk, your whole hometown, Buffalo. It looked like a couple of weeks ago they had no shot at catching New England. Now they've got the win, and New England's got a tough game taking on Baltimore tonight. They could be tied at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. They still have a shot at winning the division, but I'm most proud about them where they did a phenomenal job today is their offensive line. I mean, they kept, you know, the best pass rusher in the game, and Myles Garrett clean. He didn't get to the quarterback. He didn't have any. No, actually, he did.
Half a sack.
He had half a sack today, but overall, they kept him clean. And the run game as well. They're making holes for James Cook. I mean, total over 150 yards rushing. James Cook, 2 touchdowns as well. That's where the Buffalo Bills will do damage going into the playoffs, is if that run game continues to be great with James Cook.
You know, it's interesting because we don't know how Philly is going to handle next week's game. I mean, they won the division.
They play Buffalo next week.
They play Buffalo next week. How they're going to handle that, and then they've got the Jets. And you know, for New England, they've got the Baltimore game. I think will determine a lot. I think if they get through the Baltimore game, you know, at the Jets and Miami at home, Miami under 40 degrees can't win. So I think it's right down to the wire, as it is in a lot of divisions.
Howie, under 40 degrees or over 40 degrees, they're not.
Under
really
40,
winning.
they can't. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
wow.
I mean, you saw the score versus Cincy today.
Wow. Okay, but hey.
What do you got, croissant?
But you know, croissant.
That's what
it's
I
a croissant.
Croissant. Oh, it's
croissant.
French.
If I could say it with a gap in my teeth, I know you can say it with those straight chompers you got on down there. Croissant. Croissant. Here we go. There you go, brother. I'm teaching my guys.
Let's talk about something in English.
Buffalo. Josh, you know, but Josh, you know, look at that. Josh Allen didn't have a great game today by any stretch of imagination. We're used to seeing him 130 yards passing, but what they did have, they had a running game. And when your team like Buffalo, this time of the season, you lean on what's working. It's like a golfer. You go out there to play. Sometimes you're slicing it. Sometimes you're hooking it. You play what you came with that day. And the Buffalo Bills did a great job today of playing the run game because that's what was working against Cleveland. And as you said, Gronk did a good job of keeping Josh Allen clean. And on the other end, they didn't have any turnovers. Turnovers always seem to be the key this late in the season to a win or loss.
And for Buffalo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for you, Michael, here real quick. Right now, the Giants have lost 9 in a row. The Raiders have lost 8 straight. They play Houston tonight, so they could be riding a 9-game losing streak when they face each other next week. The loser most likely has the #1 pick. Are you rooting for the Giants to win a game next week or to lose to the Raiders?
I never root for anybody to lose a game. I think guys work too hard to go out there and, you know, put your body and get beat up just to say, oh, we're going to lose. Let's go out and go over here and go through the motions. It's too physically taxing. I think that Howie and I should make some kind of wager on this game of what you can do when the Giants win.
You give me 5 minutes to stretch, we can wrestle it off.
I'm not wrestling with you. You know, we want that on pay-per-view. You want to put on like a leotard and wrestle, whatever those string things.
We'll talk much more about what has happened here in Week 16 before we get to Week 17 as teams, including the Chargers, are celebrating getting their victory and getting one step closer to the postseason. That's when we continue here on the State Farm Postgame.
We're going to sing a Jolly Good Fellow to you guys. Come on. 1, 2, you know what to do. He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. which nobody can deny.
There was going to come a moment, okay? Offense had a moment. We went down the field. Ryan nailed the field goal. Hey. And then the defense had a moment to make a play. It's looking a little grim right there, okay? But guess what? Just give us one more chance. How are we going to get it done? Together.
I know the last 24 plus hours has not been ideal, but you know what it felt like the entire time? All right, it never felt like anybody was saying, woe is me. And it felt like nobody was ever saying, hey, you know, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. It felt like you guys just enjoyed being around each other a little bit longer. Normal on that airport. All right, so don't ever discount, first and foremost, what you guys have built here. All right, it is as real as it gets.
Kevin O'Connell talking about adversity the last 24 hours. They were on their way to the game in New York yesterday and had mechanical issues and had to turn around and go back, then go back, won the game despite losing their quarterback today. They won 4 in a row, but that'll do it for us right here in Week 16.
It's been a pleasure.
Happy holidays out there, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Whatever you're celebrating, we hope you enjoy it. We will see you again to get you all set for Week 17 next Sunday starting at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
No, that's what they won't see. We're going to come up with something better than that wrestling.
Yeah, hopefully not. What they can see, though, right here on Fox, Next Level Baker is coming up next.
Don't be naughty. Be nice.
Here's your play of the day, brought to you by Shedeur.
Shot down the field, end zone. It is Johnston for the touchdown. Fabulous catch for the score.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
And you know, it just speaks volume to this team. You know, we were excited for the moment. We were ready. Coach did a great job preparing us. You know, for us, we're just about being process oriented, going on to the next week, day by day, building. And I wouldn't want to be able to do that with any other group.
What was going through your mind on that Ransom interception to seal the deal?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I was so excited. But it's just, you know, again, that's who we've been, resilient. Our defense had all the confidence in the world out there. Lay stepping up in a big moment like that, not surprising at all. You know, he's a baller. He's a young guy that's, again, ready for things like this. So we're super grateful. We're excited. We'll celebrate for 24, and then we got to refocus.
Bryce, enjoy this one. Congrats, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys.
All right, so it's really simple. Going down the stretch, Carolina takes on Seattle next week. The Bucs face the Dolphins next week. If Carolina wins and Tampa loses, it's over. Carolina wins the division. If they can get to Week 18, whoever wins that game is going to wind up being division champion.
I mean, Bryce Young, can't say no. I mean, he came to the league in 2023. 12 game-winning drives as he came into the league, the most by any player, any quarterback over that span of time. And 12 of his 14 career wins, they've been game-winning drive wins. I mean, the guy knows how to come behind, and you can see how much they trust him. Because in this game today, they threw the ball 14 more times than they ran the ball. And they have a pretty good running game. They still rushed for over 100 yards. And it all comes down to protecting the football. Bryce Young protected the football today. And that's the most important thing in this game, because there was no turnover until the last one of the game. And what did that do? That was the determining factor who won this game today.
Tampa's lost 6 of 7, Gronk. What happened?
Oh, man. They've definitely fallen off a cliff. I mean, they started so hot. We thought they were the best team in the NFL at one point. But there's so much on Baker Mayfield's back as well. So much Baker baking and the magic that he's been pulling off at end of games to win them. I mean, he had that nice run to get the drive going. But then there was a drop pass by McMillan on that final drive. And then they're in field goal range, and they jump off sides. And then that little miscue between Evans and Baker Mayfield, that led to an interception. I mean, all those mistakes aren't going to win you games at the end of it. And they're just so lucky to still be in the playoff contention. If they win out, they still go to the playoffs. And I'm a Bucs homer, and I truly don't believe they deserve to be in that position because of the way that they're playing. But hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If they can win these final 2, well, then it's meant to be. They
Baker's baking, but you got to know when to take them croissants out the oven. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy. He's a little, magic is a little question me.
Hey, that was a little this comes from the man that called me a Christmas